All right, we're live.
What's up?
What's up?
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of Rippin' Strips.
That's right.
I'm your host, the Corndog, here.
And I'm L-Dawg.
With the long arm of the log, the L-Dawg.
Oh, yeah. And we're here to talk to you about drugs in this very special episode.
That's right. They're fun.
Do more of them.
Except for the scary ones. There's ones that make you scary. You know which ones we're talking about. Lay off of those ones. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. You know, there's a lot of drugs that send your brain into outer space. Sure. Going nuts. But if it's making you go nuts, then don't.
May want to stay here on Earth.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you. And that concludes our episode. Thank you very much for tuning in.
Have a good one. Until next time. Keep ripping, keep gripping, and stripping,
and do the fun drugs, not the bad ones.
Yeah, it's up for you to figure out.
Yeah, do some light Googling. I'm sure you could figure it out. You know, and what may be fun to some isn't fun to others. So you need to listen to your own body.
Yeah,
and
try
mind.
them all.
Try every single one. Write down notes and make a decision based on fact.
Yeah. This is science. You've got to experiment. You've got to try them all at the same time. And if you have a bad experience, then you try one less.
Right.
You know? You keep doing that until you figure out which one is causing the problems.
Right. Exactly.
If you survive through that.
And which groups work better together. I think, if you do a drug and you, come back later down to earth or whatever your experience is, and you're like, wow, and you're sitting on your couch and you're like, whoa, that was fun, or that was interesting, or I feel like I learned a lot or something. Good. If you come back to reality and you're racing in a stolen car with cops behind you and you've got a gun held in between your teeth, that's maybe one you want to lay off of for a while.
Yeah.
That's how I did it. Yeah.
That's what made you take a break for a month.
Yep, exactly. I had a AK-47 in between my teeth.
Yeah, that's not that whole scenario was like made a lot of sense, except why
because my hands
drive
are
with
on the
one
wheel.
hand.
No,
you're like, no, I've got to do the 10 and 2.
Yeah, it's just because I'm on drugs doesn't make me not a safe driver.
That's also definitely true. Always drive. Well, try it and see which ones are. Anyway.
Yeah, right. It's a good barometer of whether or not it's a good drug. Are you, when you're out driving, notice, have you hit anything? Have you ran anybody over? If you have, those are signs that that's not the drug for you.
Unless you run people over anyway.
That's true. Then it's telling you nothing. You don't know yet. You have to go to another test. Inconclusive that test would be.
How you been, man?
I'm good. I'm a little tired.
Oh, really? That's too bad.
Yeah, it is too bad feeling tired. Sometimes I think this time of year I am hungry and tired more.
Me too. I seriously have noticed the same thing. Well, it's because it's dark more, maybe. It gets dark sooner.
Maybe. I don't know. I went to Target the other day with my daughter, and I got some snacks. They have like adult Lunchables now. They look like more sophisticated, but they're just Lunchables.
Yeah.
Like instead of
Twice
a cracker,
the price.
they have like a crouton that's like this big,
Yeah.
But then it's like, dry Genoa salami, but it's the same probably shit that's in a Lunchable, just no Oreo and Capri Sun, which I don't like. But I like to pretend I'm an adult sometimes.
Oh.
No, I don't.
You don't like not having the Capri Sun.
Yes,
I was
of course.
Gonna say, whoa.
No, I would. No way would I ever try to play that. I don't love Oreos and Capri Suns. That's insane. You have to be allergic to
life.
Yeah. Yeah, because Oreos are vegan and maybe kosher, and Capri Suns have a lot of lactose and pork fat, but they're good.
What? I believed you.
But anyway, so I got one of these adult Lunchables, feeling like a grown up, and my daughter was hungry too, so we got a 3-pack of these like pre-made. They're basically like Lunchables, but they're selling them now they sell like these weird. The snack game is just bizarre now. You know, they've got different weird shit now. So they had these little cups that were divided down the center, and half was cheese and half was nuts and cranberries, like dried cranberries.
When you said cheese, I thought you meant like dipping cheese with nuts. It's like, what?
No, that would be crazy. No, but it is still weird. It's like little squares of cheese and then nuts and cranberries. It's just like an odd mix. That
because when you're on the go, that will fill you up really fast. You eat one of those, you're fine.
Yes.
You can skip a meal, basically. It's not good for you.
It's not bad.
But you get a lot of protein.
It's better than like chips.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she got one of those, and it came in a 3-pack for like $3, which is Target had a great deal. So go check those out at Target. Sargento snack mixes or whatever. You just don't think of nuts and cheese going together a lot, or dried fruit and cheese. It seems like a weird combination. But so I ate my adult Lunchable driving home. I gave Toby one of her little cups. She ate it. And then I was still hungry after I ate my Lunchable. This is after lunch, before dinner. And so I ate the 2 other snack cups of cheese and nuts.
Well,
what the hell?
Maybe it wasn't such a great deal. Sometimes they sell you such a tiny portion that it's like you think you're getting a good deal, and then you eat it in one bite, and you're like, oh.
Yeah.
I guess that makes sense now.
Yeah, maybe it was more not that I'm just a hungry monster who has no self-control, and it's the corporation's faults for... No, I think it's the corporation's faults for not selling me enough to satiate my hunger. And I'm a normal human being who's not a monster and has no self-control issues.
Is this the new thing you're telling yourself in the mirror every morning?
Yes.
Instead of, fuck you, Cordell, I hate you.
It's not really positive talk, but it is anti-negative self-talk.
Yeah, it's a little better than what you were telling me the other week.
Yeah. Cornell, you're not a piece of shit.
You're not a monster.
Not everyone hates you. You're not morbidly obese, and you're not fucking dumb as shit.
Jesus.
And you're not so ugly I'm throwing up right now. And then I go and start my day.
After throwing up.
After throwing up. Yeah. But yeah, I just feel like every second of every day now I'm waiting to eat again. And then I'm also sleepy. But those things do go hand in hand. Eating a lot does make you tired.
Yeah, we have similar struggles in that regard. Like, yeah, I have to fight to not constantly eat. I had a bunch of ham and cheese sandwiches before you came over.
Now, when you say a bunch of ham and cheese sandwiches...
Sliders. Like they were on the Hawaiian sweet bun.
Oh, yeah.
I got some grass-fed organic unsalted butter, and then I salted it myself. I don't know why, but I feel like that makes a difference.
Yeah.
And then Gouda cheese, and then some ham. Hell yeah. Oh, Black Forest ham.
Of course.
Yeah. Don't get the honey ham. You already got the sweetness. It's already there.
Right. Ham's naturally sweet. Right.
Well, no, I meant the bread, the Hawaiian
the
sweet
bread.
rolls.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I guess ham's more of a savory flavor.
Yeah.
Well,
that's a little sweet. But I ate 4 of those sandwiches. It's not too bad, but...
That sounds fantastic.
But that was like what I planned on eating today.
Right.
And I ate all of it.
Right.
I mean, in addition to like veggies and stuff, but that was like my... Whatever.
Yeah. In
addition
to healthy stuff that I won't name right now because I can't think of anything.
I had some broccoli. Well, I even had the veggies too. I've got the whole day ahead of me, and I ate all the calories I'm supposed to
I'll
eat.
tell you what I ate for lunch since we're bragging. I ate a leftover I went to my friend's house and he got a bunch of these. They were fried chicken sandwiches. And they weren't huge. They're about like this big.
They just grew it as you described it.
Well, I was thinking how realistic I wanted to be in this. No, they were probably like this big, maybe with like one big chicken tender in them. I ate 2 of those, and then a chicken tender on the side.
That's not bad.
There were some veggies in the sandwich, pickles, and a
There you
coleslaw.
Oh, God.
And that's what I ate for lunch. And it didn't fill me with energy like I thought a good protein and carbs would do. You know, it made me want to lay underneath my coffee table and go to sleep.
Yeah. I don't feel, maybe right after you eat. I mean, I know carbs turn into sugar, but I feel like carbs just always make me tired.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you ever have you ever eaten a healthy meal?
Never.
Like, have you ever
when I eat salmon and veggies and maybe that's it as a meal,
right?
I can't go to sleep that night. I have so much energy.
I know. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like sometimes I eat a salad with not piled in ranch and mayonnaise, which is my favorite dressing. Both
mayonnaise,
ranch and mayonnaise. And but actually I have a healthy meal. Then I'm done and I'm like, I don't feel sick. I have energy now. This is such a crazy feeling.
Yeah, but I need to go to bed now, so it's time for milk and cookies.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
Oh, yum, 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 yum.
Years ago, I started going walking every day, and that helped me go to sleep easily.
Yeah.
But nowadays, I've got my body's so used to walking every day that I must walk or I feel horrible, and it doesn't help me go to sleep. I have the same amount of energy, so I do kind of, a lot of times I eat sweets at night and drink milk, and it helps me go to sleep. It's not good for my weight.
It's a good tradition, though. Cookies and milk is a great combination. I don't know if anyone else has said that before, but we're declaring it here first.
It's a quote from Cornell Reed.
That's right. That's right. When I was a kid, I used to like a good combination for me in a similar vein, graham crackers and apple juice.
Oh, yeah, that's good. But I thought you were going to say milk.
I know. This throws everyone for a curveball, but I take the graham crackers, I dip them in the apple juice, and I eat them that way.
What I miss from being a kid is Nilla wafers and apple juice.
Whoa. Now that's fucking insane.
That might be like a Christian church thing, because I may have only been at church.
Really? You ate that at church?
Yeah, for little kids. Or maybe it was also during preschool. I don't know. But yeah, it seemed like that was a standard snack, which is crazy now. They probably don't do that anymore because it's all sugar.
Yeah, it definitely
asking
is.
for trouble with a bunch of little kids.
Nilla wafers, what a weird product.
I guess. I don't really know what. I guess it's just a wheat.
I don't know.
Cookie with vanilla flavoring, I would assume. That's
or
not
is
that
it
weird.
corn? Well,
No,
when's
I
the
think
last time you've eaten a box of Nilla wafers?
Never. I might buy some after this podcast. I haven't thought about them in a while.
Me neither.
They go so great with banana pudding, which I have never had in a while.
Absolutely. One of my favorite desserts in the whole world is banana pudding or banana cream pie. And Nilla wafers go great with that. But a Nilla wafer on their own, it seems crazy.
Pointless. Yeah.
Huh?
Pointless.
Yeah, pointless.
Same with a graham cracker.
I would eat graham crackers on their own. No problem.
I'd eat them both on their own. Yeah, graham crackers better. You're right.
I guess I would eat them both on their own. Graham crackers seem more versatile, and they aren't something that I like. I don't even know where. Like, I can't picture the last time I saw Nilla wafers, even in a grocery store.
Right.
But they feel like they've been around since Jesus was born.
Yeah.
They're so old. They're like, what they're like is.
Well, that's why they use them at church.
Right. Of course. Jesus' favorite snack.
He used to drink apple juice and eat Nilla wafers.
I would not trust any Messiah who that was what they liked for a snack. Who am I kidding? I would. I would. Who am I kidding? I'm a sucker for a Messiah. I'll do whatever.
Did Jews even think about the Messiah? I feel like. Oh, really? So you're still waiting for a Messiah?
Yeah, theoretically. I'm not actually.
That's what I'm saying. It seems like all theoretical, and it almost. I mean, I studied the Bible growing up a lot. I still don't understand anything that predicted any Messiah anywhere in the Old Testament. It's all very cryptic. Like, oh no, it says here that someone will come one day and everything will be okay. It's like, yeah, that's super vague.
Right. And knowing Jews, they're never gonna label someone as being a Messiah. They'd be like, right, he's too short. I don't know. Yeah. I don't like the hair on his head. There's always gonna be something wrong. Why not my son? He's nice. I think we're supposedly waiting for one. I don't. It'd be cool if one came like tomorrow.
Well, according to my religion, that would be the Antichrist, and you'd be duped.
Aha, I see. So I'm getting duped by Satan pretending to be my Messiah.
But according to my religion, also, you're God's chosen people.
But are we going to? But we're going to hell.
I don't know, because it does say that it's like we're really supposed to treat Jews like they're. It doesn't. They don't ever want to say that like they're better, but that's what's implied. That's what I like. Chosen for what?
Right, but like, aren't you?
And it says blessed. You have to like treat Israel or Jewish people like. Well, I guess I don't really know.
Yeah, I don't know either.
But then, like I said, the other implication is, you're going to hell if you don't become a Jew for Jesus.
Right.
I don't know.
Right. And then, I mean, also all of Christians were Jews at some point too. Same with Muslims.
Right.
It all is boiled down to Judaism. So don't you have to treat all three of those with respect? You only get to shit on the Buddhists or the Hindu.
Well, you're supposed to treat everyone with respect.
But what is the Bible I read?
What does chosen people mean, though?
Yeah.
Well, because the New Testament changed. It's so weird.
The
New Testament supposedly changed all the old rules that you guys don't follow anyway. Stone your kid to death if he.
They changed that one?
Yeah.
Aw, man. Wow, you guys don't have any of the fun stuff in there anymore.
Well, they pick and choose.
Yeah, exactly. That is true. They pick and they choose. And so we should be free to pick and choose as well. Did you hear about the Satanic Temple's abortion clinic? Sam Alito's mom's abortion clinic?
Who's Sam Alito?
Supreme Court judge who voted to ban abortion or upheld some of the abortion bans or whatever.
His what? Son, you say?
Sam Alito's mom. It's just what they named it. Sam Alito's mom's abortion clinic is what.
Oh, that's what they named it?
Yeah, as a slam on him.
Whatever.
But they can legally provide abortions in these places where abortion is banned because it's classified as a religious ceremony.
See,
ritual, a religious ritual.
I like the Satanists trolling, but that one's a little bit. You don't want to troll people to make them so mad that they, hate abortion.
Well,
you want to try to convince people that abortion should be legal, not that it's satanic. And I mean,
yes,
dude. I mean, you're asking for politicians to get elected and say like really super ban it,
Well,
because
if
it's
they ban
associated with
that
Satanism.
religious ritual, then they can go after all the other religious rituals that are being done under that rule of law and strike all those down as well. That's
Well,
the thing.
I don't know. Abortion should be legal.
Yes.
Well, we had a similar discussion before. I think abortion should be legal, and you should be free to taunt people if you feel like it, that you got an abortion and nothing you can do about it. Fuck you. But personally, I don't think you should be doing that.
Well, I don't think anyone's
shouldn't be
doing,
illegal.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's doing that.
That's what the Satanists are doing. In my opinion.
Yeah. All right. By the name of it being Sam Alito's mom, it is trolling and like asking for to rile people up. In these states where abortion is illegal, if they didn't name it that, I think it is really amazing that they are able to use these loopholes that politicians have made for Christian religious rituals or whatever, all these stupid loopholes they've made for churches to not pay taxes and all this stuff, use all those rules against them with something that they would clearly not like satanic, the religion of Satanism, and it's really cool that they're able to perform abortions in these places where abortions are banned and where it's a real tall order to try and convince people that abortion should be legalized and is an okay thing to do and is not an affront to God or whatever, to be able to still provide this health care, which is direly needed in these states where it's banned.
It is needed. It is the access to it, to like a reasonable process is needed. But but I also feel like the woman who has an abortion shouldn't be forced to join Satanism.
They don't have to.
Or take part in a satanic ritual.
They don't have to. They can just classify it as a religious ritual and perform the abortion. And it doesn't have to be to Satanists.
Whatever. I'm pro-choice, but that creeps me out. I don't like it. But you like it. But that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think it's great. More power to them. And I love everything that the Satanic Temple has been doing lately in those ways of really testing the the rules that these people are making to force these Christian values on kids and on adults and the trying to rip away the separation of church and state, use that against them by being able to freely express Satanism at the same volume as Christianity.
Right, but I think what those rules enforce the separation of church and state. That's the loophole they're taking advantage of. And that's a separation of church and state, in my opinion, is a good thing.
That it is a good thing. No, yeah.
They're using that.
Well,
some Christians want that and some don't. I mean,
I'm not saying all Christians do. I'm saying just politicians are using that, and churches are using that to not, pay taxes or to enforce these rules on marriage, just try and keep these anti-LGBTQIA laws in place, and to do all these other things that are just, shitty for our country. And they're using religion as the reason why they need to do it, and calling it a Christian nation and all that shit.
Yeah.
That's bad.
Yeah. Well, yeah, theocracy is horrible.
Yes. And, reminds me of the Spanish Inquisition. That's where we're headed. The American Inquisition.
What? No. What are you talking about?
I don't know. What I really know about the Spanish Inquisition, I read in Mel Brooks' autobiography about his part in the history of the world, part 1. So that's where all my historical knowledge. I know it was a Christian thing.
Yes.
And I know there wasn't much separation of church and state when it came to the Spanish Inquisition. They killed you
unless you confessed your loyalty to the Pope or something like that.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
I don't think Jews got it good.
No. Jews got killed. I think Protestants might have got killed. Definitely Muslims in Spain got
Right. The
wiped out.
Moors.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I don't want to. I don't want to show how little I know, because I feel like the Moors came way before that. But you know what? Who knows?
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I don't either. I feel like that at that point they must have been fully. Who knows?
I do know, and everything we said is factually correct, and you can bank on it.
I don't think it was called Spain when the Moors were running it, but I don't know what it was called. Moorland, Moortown.
Moorlandia. It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Shit, nothing's going on though. I'm still waiting for work from the stupid strike.
Yeah.
It's over, I guess, but they're still reading things. I don't think I've even gotten an email yet to vote about it.
Really?
Well, I got to check. It would have come yesterday or today. But
Yeah.
no, I haven't seen it. It's all been like the top people in, at SAG are still reading it, and we're going to get the PowerPoints to you ASAP, and then so you can vote.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Well, it's nice that they get some nice time to relax and peruse over this contract.
At this point, no, they should peruse it. I don't know, whatever. We'll see.
They should read it all.
Yes.
Almost all of it, at
I
least.
think they're doing a fine job at this point, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out when we see what's all in the contract and stuff.
Right. Right. Yeah. Shout out to Fran Drescher. Hero.
People hate on her, but I like her still.
Why do people hate? People love her now for what she did, what she's been doing for the strike, right? Or are they hating on her for what she's been doing? Or
I've
not
heard
doing?
I've heard hate.
Really?
Not a lot, but yeah. I've heard people making fun, but
Well, people have been making fun of her whole career as the nanny.
yeah, but personally, I don't know. I think she's good.
Should we?
But we'll find out.
Should we turn our podcast into the Nanny podcast, where we just watch every episode of The Nanny?
Yes, please. I've been waiting for you to ask that. I liked that show.
I didn't like her voice.
Dude, she was sexy. She's still kind of hot. She was gorgeous back then.
Yeah,
Nobody ever mentioned that. They just talk about her voice, but it's like,
right.
I could listen to that voice moan all night. Oh, yeah.
No, she was sexy. She was kind of giving off vibes like, what's her face in that one thing?
Oh, yeah. That's true.
What's her name? The girl from My Cousin Vinny.
Oh, yeah. Marissa Tomei's
Oh,
even hotter, of course. But yeah.
Marissa Tomei. Joe Pesci really scored with that one, huh?
Oh, yeah. Wait, what? They dated?
In My Cousin Vinny.
For a second, I got them mixed. I was like, oh, Danny DeVito's in that. But no, it's
Joe Pesci.
Joe Pesci.
Yeah, that happens all the time.
It shouldn't, though. They're totally different, but they're short, round Italian guys. but they're totally different personalities.
They are. Joe Pesci's a lot scarier. Although, I will say that now that Danny DeVito seems to be more and more unhinged, maybe he's a scarier one now.
I love Danny DeVito. I love them both, but
I love
he's
them both.
fucking funny.
He's
I
so
don't know.
funny.
If he popped naked out of a couch randomly at a party I was at, I'd just laugh.
But he's like, sure, I would absolutely laugh too if he popped out of a couch naked anywhere.
It's an episode of Sunny.
But if you had to go and spend a day riding in the car with Joe Pesci or Danny DeVito, what experience do you think would be scarier? I think originally I would have said Danny DeVito would be much safer and I'd have a lot more fun. But these days, I think I might take Joe Pesci.
Nah, I'm too big of a Danny DeVito fan. I want to hang out with him.
But do you think you'd feel safe with him driving you around in a car?
No, but fuck it. Let's see what happens.
All right.
Put a blindfold on.
I just feel like he is kind of, maybe it's just because of his character in Always Sunny, but it seems
He's a wild
like
card.
he's a wild card, and he's becoming more and more of a wild card the older he gets. He's kind of approaching a Gary Busey status. Kind of.
Yeah, I'm nearing my midlife crisis, so I want more chaos. So I would want to hang with him rather than Pesci. Pesci would be like telling me about Goodfellas. Okay, yeah, I've heard you say this in interviews. Boring.
Yeah. Well, you could hear some My Cousin Vinny stories. I guess Danny DeVito probably has some amazing stories of the amazing films he was in, like
Twins.
Junior. Batman 2.
Yeah, seriously.
That's a good one.
That was a good one. Well, Taxi, of course.
Taxi. Yeah.
Could reminisce about that scene we shared in History of the World Part 2.
That's right. Yeah,
Memories.
he's probably sick of telling that story, though.
Probably.
Yeah, everyone keeps asking about it. Well, should I read a comic strip?
Let's do it.
Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I have a feeling we'll believe it.
Yeah, well, we're not going to look into it anymore, so this is pretty much as it takes for me to believe a fact. Okay, let's see. I'll start with this one, the least interesting one first. Every week I read a Ripley's Believe It or Not. It is a comic strip, too. They have it in newspapers, and it comes with 3 astonishing facts. Believe it or not. All right. Massive storms on Saturn can wrap around the entire planet, remaining visible for over a year at a time.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be kind of cool if everyone in the world was having the same weather at the same time.
You know, that dot on Jupiter?
Yes.
It's like the size of, it's bigger than Earth.
Yes.
But it's almost about the same size. Pretty
okay,
crazy.
Well, you're not really taking my fact and leap in. And
yeah, that's a storm. It's a giant like tornado thing that's been going on for decades.
That's a tornado, that spot?
Yeah. Or maybe a
hurricane.
Hurricane is more accurate, yeah.
Wow. Well, anyway, back to what I was saying.
I'm sorry. I thought that was
a good fact.
Relevant.
It's a cool fact and it's relevant, but let's talk about Saturn for a second.
Okay.
And then we'll move to Jupiter, okay? Then we can go to one of the other planets, whatever they're called.
The floor is yours.
I propose that it would be kind of cool if the entire Earth, everyone on Earth was experiencing the same weather at the same time. Right? Because that's what the fact was.
Yes.
Right?
And I agree.
Okay. Now, what do you want to say about Jupiter or whatever?
Who cares? I don't care. It's not good anyway.
So you'd be like, wow, hey, crazy weather we're having, right? New Zealand? And you'd be like, tell me about it. My friend in Spain got almost an inch of rain. Me too, exactly. Because we all have the same storm. All right.
Pretty great stuff. What's the next fact?
The whole podcast. Every time someone said something, you go, huh, right. Okay, cool, I guess. All right. This one's cool. You won't be able to act uncool about this one because it is interesting.
Why are you taking a fool's sip?
I need to parch myself because when I get so astonished,
Parched?
I need to
You are parched.
I need to unparch.
There you go.
I need to wet my whistle. Okay.
Oh, well, that's a different thing.
No, it's not.
I know. It sounds like penis. Sounds like you're wetting your penis.
Why my penis
gets wet.
Just because you heard it whistle one time doesn't mean you get to call my penis a whistle. Okay. Scientists have discovered, this is going to be good. Scientists have discovered that in the early days of the universe, time moved 5 times slower.
They discovered that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No year, no names. Scientists discovered.
Would it mean something to you if there was a year in names? Would you be like, oh, that scientist? I remember they were working on that in 2013. Nice to know that they finished it in 2015.
If time's going 5 times slower, then what are you measuring it against? Time? That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Time is relative, and people in the space station, time is moving differently for them than us because they're moving fast. But if time goes the same rate everywhere, then it can't go slower or faster. What do you mean? You know?
They found a clock. And it was moving really slow. And at first they thought it was because of the batteries, and they changed the batteries. Nope. 5 times slower.
I mean, I'm really acting, what's it called, indignant about it, but obviously they're right and I'm wrong. Like, they're scientists. I'm sure it's a real discovery, but it's pissing me off. It doesn't make any sense.
So every day actually took would have
As
actually
long as
taken
your sentence?
Shut up. 120 hours for every day. Would have been 120 hours instead of 24. Imagine the stuff that you could get done with that.
Well, you would be moving slower. That's what I'm saying.
They didn't say people move slower. Time moves slower.
But not everything moves slower if time itself is slow. I'm going to beat up those scientists. That doesn't make any sense.
I could, if time was moving 5 times slower, I could possibly set a world record for running of some sort. Maybe the 100
But you would run
meters.
slower.
If I could run as fast as I could now and time moved 5 times slower, I would have to run 100 meters. What's the record? It's like under 9 seconds. So I'd have to run 100 meters in under 45 seconds, which I think on a good day I might be able to. So,
dude, that doesn't work. I'm serious actually now.
What do you mean it doesn't
Time,
work?
all time can't be 5 times slower. That is irrelevant. That doesn't make any sense.
Why not?
You can be traveling on a comet right now, and time would be moving, depending how fast you're going, could be moving 5 times slower for you than it is here on Earth. In the current universe today, that could be happening.
And
so,
is there a place where time's moving faster?
well, we're spinning, and we're rotating around the sun, and we're like going like in a direction in space. So if there's a planet that's not moving that much, time is going faster for them. I think.
So you think it'd be going slower for them if it takes them longer to go around the sun?
I get it mixed up if moving at a fast rate makes time go slower for you. Yeah. So if they had less gravity and they were moving less, both of those things affect time.
But time bends, Logan. You ever think about that?
You know, your shirt said time. Oh no, it said space spins light, or gravity bends light.
And it bends time too.
Right. Anyway, I don't want to get into it because I think I know way more about this than I actually do.
Well, we'll have a scientist on to debate you about it. Maybe we should look into this and
I would enjoy that because I want to see what my YouTube-based education stacks up against a physicist or something.
I would think a physicist would run circles around you, and it's not because I think you're dumb, but I think that you assume since you've watched enough YouTube, you have the understanding of a physicist.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I also feel like when I'm explaining stuff to you, I don't want to get it wrong, so I pause a lot and look around for like 5 seconds before I keep talking.
I understand.
It makes me look really like I don't know. which I don't, because I'm not sure. I
You're
didn't learn
choosing
it in
your
a
words
class.
carefully.
Yeah.
But you.
What I said, I'll stand by. But yeah, obviously they're right about the time thing, but that doesn't go with what I thought I knew.
We'll have to look into it more. But right now.
Yeah, or not.
Yeah, I just say that, and then we'll forget about it, and our listeners will forget about it. But imagine if we recorded this podcast at the beginning of the universe, every episode would be 5 hours long, and how much would our listeners love that? Unless we only wanted to do a 1 hour podcast, and then we'd only have to do 6 minutes, and then we'd have an hour. Nope, that's not right. 12 minutes, and then we'd have an hour done. How cool would that be? We could do, in an hour, we could record 5 episodes.
But you're using 2 time things. You're saying, but all time moved slower. So 12 minutes is still 12 minutes.
Time's
and an hour is still an hour.
Slower, but we're talking at this rate. So we'd just be able to talk really, really fast. It'd be like recording on the 5 times mode. If you could make your podcast player go 5 times, we'd just be recording
that would be
that quick.
Dude, I would love a remote like in, what was it called? Oh, Click.
To fast forward,
I was going to say like in
through
remote.
the recording of our podcast because you're so bored listening to what we're saying.
Pretty much. No, it'd be great to scrub back and forth and yeah. Well, you're saying you want to get it over with in 12 minutes anyway.
No, but
so, I'm saying the same thing, but it would be remote based.
It would be nice to sit for 1 hour and have recorded 5 episodes. I think that would be cool, just so we could jam pack so much more content for me to listen to because I enjoy listening to it so much. Thank you.
Right on.
All right, last fact.
Oh, I thought that was 3.
Last fact, and this might turn you against these scientists you were trying to debate. This might give you the fire in your belly you need to go at these physicists, even though it's different type of scientists. They're close enough in my book. Maybe they're the same. I don't fucking know. I just know that they're not the part of the science that I really care about, astrology. It took astronomers.
Such a Leo thing to say. Go ahead.
It took astronomers. They're not physicists, right?
No.
They have to know some physics, though, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure they took like a physics class in high school or something at least.
They have to know relativity, which is Albert Einstein.
He does
which
know
is
stuff.
physics.
He does.
Wow,
know
yeah,
stuff.
but I really dumb it way down. It sounds like I don't know.
Okay, it took astronomers.
Orbits and stuff have to do with all that shit. So as an
Physics.
astronomer, you would need to know how orbits work, which means you would need to know physics.
Right.
For that.
Which moon's rising? Which one's?
Yeah, which
setting.
mojo is in retrograde or whatever.
Which Yep. See, I told you he knows physics. Okay. It took astronomers 2 days to realize a skyscraper-sized 53,000 mile per hour asteroid had squeaked past Earth at a distance 75% closer than the moon.
Cool. It's scary, I guess.
That's scary as shit.
The moon's really far away, actually.
Yeah, but this is 75% closer. That's really far from the moon.
But it did. Oh, skyscraper sized. Would that have destroyed the Earth, though? I even wonder. What if it hit the ocean? Would it just do nothing? I don't know. I guess if it's going 50,000 miles per hour.
I think it would probably do something.
Make a wave or something.
Yeah, I think it would make at least a little bit of a wave. Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. What are those ding-dongs doing? They're looking too far. We're using this James Webb telescope. We're looking all out at infrared at the beginning of the universe. Hey, nincompoops, look 25% closer to the Earth than the moon.
Freaking moon.
Yeah.
Heard of it?
Ever heard of it? There's asteroids flying at us, and they're going to murder us all. It's going to be the end of Earth. Who cares about the beginning of the freaking universe? And that's probably when they're looking, probably the James Webb telescope is how they figured out that time shit.
Yeah.
Because.
Oh, and that would solve my problem with it, which is they're looking, when you're looking so distant, that light is so old.
Right.
Like it just got to you from like 10 billion years ago, potentially. So they can see things unfolding more slowly.
Right.
They can watch them happen.
Right. That's got to be it.
So that's because you need a comparison to say it's slower than something.
Right.
That's why I was like, my brain hurt. Okay.
Yeah. So they're looking at the infrared light because our light that shoots out into space turns into infrared light when it goes far enough.
Hey.
Thank you
Cornell
very much.
knows something. Cornell watched it YouTube.
and so they have infrared light readers on the James Webb telescope, and they're probably seeing that time was moving slower, 5 times slower then. I actually went and visited the James Webb telescope before it got shot into space.
Whoa.
Isn't that cool?
Where did it launch from? Or where'd you see it, I guess?
Universal City Walk.
You looked worried. I wasn't trying to quiz you. Universal City Walk. Oh, JPL's right here. Maybe
they had it right out front of the Buca de Beppo.
Touring it around.
You ordered the family style chicken parmesan. They let you walk inside, eat it inside the James Webb telescope. My friend Nick, our friend, he went to college with a guy who was working on it.
Whoa.
And so we drove down to Redondo Beach in a secret location. I don't know if it was secret or not. But we drove down.
Just revealed it.
Down to a place in Redondo Beach. And we got to go and we went into the observation room. They wouldn't let us in the actual room. Like the people in the room working on it were wearing like the fucking outbreak suits and shit. You know, they had the full, all that shit on. And we got to like look at it and talk to a scientist all about it. It was really freaking, that thing is freaking cool as crap, man.
Did you hear what happened with it after they launched it? It wasn't working correctly, so they had to fly people up there into space to fix it. Because someone during the making of it like dropped, I mean, I don't really know what exactly happened, but there was like a smudge on the mirror or something.
Yeah.
They took all those precautions and launched it all the way up into space. It's like, oh, the mirror's kind of fucked up.
Oh, wait.
Shit.
Is that a Milky Way wrapper lodged in there? Ah, damn it. They can't shoot someone up because it was way far away. I guess they could still shoot someone up there. No, because it was like...
Was it James Webb? Is there another one?
Yeah.
It was one of those. That's a satellite.
Well, there's the older
that is
one.
Also a telescope. I think it's James Webb.
James Webb's the newest one. Yeah, I don't know. I just know they shot it way the fuck out there. It's like the farthest satellite.
It's the one that just looks like a tube and it's got a door, right?
No.
What does it look like?
What is the other telescope called? The shitty telescope.
Yeah, whatever.
Well, you know what? So we're just proving that we don't know. You got to figure out what that telescope's called before our fucking debate with the scientist happens.
All right, I'm looking it up.
Okay. And that's all our facts from Ripley's Believe It or Not. 3 space facts in a freaking row, if you can believe it or not. So, Ripley's...
Oh, Hubble. I think Hubble's the one I was thinking of that got fucked up. Oops.
Hubble. Yeah, Hubble's the name. That's the old one that they thought was going to stop working forever ago. Like they shot the James Webb telescope up to work for 10 years. That's the plan. Have it work for 10 years.
They've done that with a few.
That's like it's a lot of money for 10 fucking years. You cocksucking piece of shit is what I said to the scientist. No,
I think they do that so that if it screws up early, they can be like, oh, no, we only estimated it being 10 years. But they've done that for like the Mars rovers operated way afterwards, Voyager.
Yeah, same with the Hubble. That was supposed to only be working for 10 years, and it's been up there for at least 12.
10.5. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't fucking know how long it's been up there, but a long goddamn time. Sorry for getting so for saying shit so much.
Are you having a stroke? All right.
For such coarse language. That's what I was trying to say. Anyway, should we do our comic strips now?
I think we should.
All right. Well, I am the reigning champion, or shall I say Broom Hilda is the reigning champion with her wonderful, hilarious witch humor. And in this Broom Hilda, she it's only 2 panels this time. And she's looking at a tree that has a calendar hung on it. She's got a cute wart on her nose. She just looks great. I love the way she looks. Anyway, she's looking at the calendar and she goes, "This is National Earthworm Day." And the next panel, she says, "But you knew that." And there's a bunch of worms smiling and jumping and dancing out of their holes.
All right. Well, you're lucky because today I brought in Cathy, and I only read half of it. I'm thinking Cathy's so notoriously bad, or she could surprise us.
I am so excited.
And it's kind of funny. Like the intro's kind of funny. Like I can tell it's going to be bad. Okay. Let me see. It's 4 panels. And she's trying on a different outfit in each panel.
As she does.
I am beautiful. I can wear plaid in public. And she's got her hands on her hips. Oh. Next panel. I am worthy. I can dress like an equestrian. And she's waving or snapping. Looks like she's snapping. Oh.
I am curvy? Is that what you
said? Noticed I'm worthy.
Oh, okay. Yes.
A la Jada. I noticed there's I just noticed there's price tags on all the stuff she's trying on.
Uh-huh.
Could that tie in? Let's see. Third panel. I am fun. I can play with silly separates. Bikini? Oh, she's not matching. No, I think she's just not matching.
Oh. She's not Joe Manchin.
Okay, final panel. She's handing all the clothes back to the retail worker. Thanks. I don't need any new clothes, but I feel fabulous about myself. And the worker's thinking, oh, great. Another impeccably dressed attitude.
I think it wins. I think it wins.
Cathy did it.
Cathy.
I love you, Cathy. Thank you.
She is great. I just love everything she tries on and her sense of humor. And we know where the joke's going, but I can't wait to see it get there.
Oh, yeah. A bottle of wine. It's one of those.
All right, guys. Tune in next week when we have Cathy coming back and raging on. And I'm going to be raging. My boner's going to be raging for Cathy because she is one hot piece of ass.
Nice. By the way, diverse female episode today. I just noticed.
What do you mean?
I don't know. Cathy versus Broom Hilda.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. Which is diverse.
Yeah, she's satanic. Include those people.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, tune in next week. We'll see what I'll come up with to try and defeat Cathy, but I have a feeling she's going to have a nice long run.
She is woman. Hear her roar.
Yes, exactly. Who runs this mother? Cathy. All right, tune in next week, guys. Thanks for listening. I've been the Corndog.
I've been the L-Dawg.
And until then, keep gripping.
Keep ripping.
And
keep stripping.